Good morning, No Finish Line Nation. It is the 26th of June, a Monday, and we are ready to go, aren't we? Are we ready to go out there and kick some butt today and make this Monday a great Monday? Usually Mondays are days that we look around and go, man, tough to get going, get moving. We had a great weekend of weather up here in Maine, so it is a little bit tougher to be able to do it, and we are making it happen though. Got my coffee ready to go. Got out a little bit early today, or on the road. I'm going to be getting on the road a little bit early today, so that way I can get out and get some work done. But anyway, so yesterday I was having a conversation, and I already reflected on this on Coffee Talk, and I sent this out to everybody on the Connect. But I talked about a conversation that I was having, and one of the things that we discussed was he had talked about how he had a bad week, right? He had been eating, drinking, just all kinds of stuff, and he felt like it was a failure of a week. And I really tried to layer in and elaborate a lot on. I wouldn't necessarily call it a failure of a week. I would call it a week of living, right? So really, all it is a time for you to reflect, take a look at things, take a look to see how things are going, where you're at with everything. Excuse me, I'm getting situated here. So we talked a lot about the positive end of it, right? So what you can glean from it and what you can take away from your what you might think of as a mishap and what I think of as living life, right? And so he made a comment after we get done with that conversation, and I try to be in the positive space. He says, "Well, that's why I'm glad we're doing this program, because I can, which is Weight Watchers. I know a lot of you, some of you aren't on Weight Watchers, but this is you can really relate this to any program that you're on or anything that you're doing towards health related. If you're on a weightlifting program, you usually go week increments of being able to work in certain types of workouts, or if you're on any of the eating programs, usually it's a week related thing or those kind of things. So anyway, the time period he was talking about was, he said, so what's great about it is that I can reset. I can hit the reset button and start over tomorrow. And so I sat back and I thought about it. And I said, "Yeah, man, that's cool, man, right?" And I just that's his space. That's what he's living in, and that's what he's resonates with. But one of the things that I thought to myself was, and remember, my PSA is that this coffee talk is all about my opinions, and it's not the right opinion. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I'm not anybody that is a professional or I know everything, because obviously I'm not even at lifetime yet, right? I still got 15 pounds to go until I can get to what I'd like to be able to consider to be lifetime that's there, right? Or my goal. So anyway, this is my opinion, and my opinion is, a lot of times I'm a food addict. So when you're a food addict, you're triggered to eating things and doing things when it comes to emotions, when it comes to situations, or just an addiction towards eating something food wise, or a certain type of food or anything like that. So with that being said, when we use the term of reset button, when I hit the reset button and start over, my brain works this way. I feel like if I say that, or if I mentally believe that I can hit the reset button, when I go to do that, I know that all the weak stuff that I did the week before, okay, I can just wash that off and be able to move forward and be able to hit the button and then be able to start off the next week. The way that I'm finding in my journey, and the way that my brain is starting to work is I need to make this a sustainable lifestyle. I can't do something that's a flash in the pan. I can't do something that is just trying to shoot for a goal and then get there and then slide back to what I was before. So what I'm learning is that it's all about my memory and what my brain is telling me. What am I learning throughout my journey, right? What is it specifically that I'm taking away from each situation that I can learn about moving forward, right? So think about this. I put this in Connect, and it made a lot of sense to me. Let's say, for instance, you're a 3-year-old child and you walk over to the stove, and the stove has a flat burner, and I'm sure that everybody's experienced it when they were kids. They walked up to the flat burner, they put their hand on it, and they burned their fingers. So when you think about it, if I go up to something and I burn my fingers, as a kid, can I just hit the reset button at the end of the day and then be able to go back to the burner and put my fingers on it again and burn them again? Maybe once or twice. what happens is we learn from our behaviors, right? Instead of just hitting the reset button, we learn from something. So mentally, I can't hit the reset button because it's gonna wash stuff. So what I've got to do is I've got to hit the button that actually says, what's your learnings? What are you going to take away from the mistakes or the pitfalls that you make? And click that button so that it goes into my memory and brain, that I can move on and be able to use those tools in the future, right? So for me, this whole thing is about sustainability for long term. That's why we're in this group called No Finish Line Nation. Listen, I understand goals and targets and those kind of things, and I believe in those, and you need to shoot for those, and you need to get to those, and be able to fight for those, and be able to celebrate in those. But at the end of the day, you got to have something that's going to be sustainable for long-term growth, right? Long-term sustainability and success. And the only way that I can do that is if I'm learning. I can't reset and be able to say, okay, I'm going to use the platform that I'm on to be able to know that my points reset. It's hard not to, right? I mean, your points reset, your fit points reset, everything goes just on the beginning of the week, and now you're back into a nice little mold. And it is a safety blanket. I get that whole piece of it, right? And I'm not saying I ignore that. What I'm saying is that instead of hitting the reset and restart button, just hit the button that says, what did I learn? What can I use in the future? What kind of armor am I wearing? How am I going to use this to be able to move forward, right? Click the button and then move on. I don't know if that helps you guys frame your mind up. Today's Monday. Sometimes the Mondays are tough. So if today's a tough day, take a mental note, write those things down that you're going through today, or things that your victories today, the specific wins that you have. Write them all down, jot them down so you can use them as a memory, right? As a memory of you to be able to say, yep, I remember how I felt at that time, and this is what we did well, and this is how it worked. So you could use that to be able to arm yourself with a great amount of tools for you to be able to be successful, okay? Remember, longevity, that's what it is for me. I can't just do this to be able to shoot for a goal and then be able to back off, because if I do that as a food addict, I'm just going to slide right back to where I was, okay? Have a great day today. Today's Monday. Only have, 4 days left in the month of June. So if you're in sales like me, you want to close strong, right? So let's go and close strong. But if you're just, you're at the house and you're doing whatever, you're getting some of that early summertime. We got July and August coming up, all right? 4th of July is coming. Start to prepare yourself mentally for that. For all those in the mug exchange, I'm hoping you're enjoying the mugs. There was a little snafu in some of the mug exchange, where you're now going to probably have 2 people that you're going to be getting mugs for. So we'll see. Everybody have an amazing day. We'll talk later. Thank you.